welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen, and I am here with Scrap-Lift Crafternoon, a hop started by Kimberly with I'd Rather Be Scrapbooking and Christine Harden from Christine Harden Scrapbooking. And today is a special day. We have decided that we are actually going to scrap lift Kimberly with I'd Rather Be Scrapbooking. She's taken a step back, so she's not scrap lifting with us this week. So we have picked this really cool embellishment heavy layout that she's created. And I actually paused this in the end of her video. And while I'm creating, I rewatched it like 4, 5, 6 times maybe while I'm going. So she also used Paige Evans Wonders and some other Paige Evans. And so I actually decided I was going to use the exact same collection, like the embellishments and the embellishment ephemera kit. And I do have at least 3 things on my layout are exactly the same as hers. And that first paper right there, that is the little 2x2s. It's not the same collection, but it is the same Paige Evans. So I take her idea that she uses and make it kind of my crazy own. The pictures I have are these 2 sweet pictures of my dog, and then she also has these 2 little pictures, and those little pictures are identical to the bigger pictures. Mine are not. I have these 2x3s, and I'm going to trim those down to 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. And then she's got mixed media on her layout, and so I'm going to do the same. I think she used some different kinds, but I am using some Tim Holtz Distress Oxides and a few other odds and ends. So, and then like I said, she uses these 2x2s, so I am going to do the same. So I have my papers, some embellishments and stickers, these super cute pictures of my dog, my mixed media, and this amazing layout by the amazing Kimberly. So let's see how this goes. So she started with a white base page, so I'm going to do the same. And then I'm going to gut the middle of that page out. So I took, that way I can use that outside part to mat something on. I love the back of this paper. It's blue and stars. It's gorgeous. Not that I don't love the front. So I decided which ones I wanted. I wanted to have as many colors as I could, but not, I wanted to have a few that were the same, but not all like exactly. So I picked 4 of the squares that were attached so that I'd be able to have at least 3 different colors on each one. So I literally take my ink and just stick a little cheap paintbrush in there, not one that's gonna like lose its stuff inside, but so, and I just like in Kimberly's video, she is holding the little paper square, and she just takes an ink that is either complementary or the same, and or very similar, and then just kind of does some random squigglies, splotches, blobs, different things. And when you are looking at this paper without anything on it, it looks absolutely crazy. Like crazy. But honestly, when it's laid down, hers is amazing. I like mine a lot. It's a little weird for me. It's a little different for me, but that was the whole point. I really wanted to try to challenge myself, and Kimberly is amazing and makes some really cool things. So I found this video of hers, and I asked the other ladies how they felt about this layout, and everyone was on board to attempt to be as cool as Kimberly. So while I am in the process of putting blue on, I make some boo-boos. And so instead of scrapping this and going to another one, I just decided to splatter blue all around. And I will list all the colors that I use in the description box below. There are 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 or 10 colors on my desk right now. And I don't know if I have enough time to tell you. I can tell you that they are all Distress Oxides by Ranger, except I do have a crushed grape dilution spray. And I also use an alcohol pearl Enchanted by Ranger, which is that bottom pink. Once I get everything on, I spray the oxides with water, and then I take the paintbrushes and just kind of move it around a little. So there are some different shades of each of the colors. So then I get my squares out while that's going to dry a little bit, and I trim my pictures down. Now the pictures are 3x4, but these squares are 4x4, and so I need to trim some off. I think I trimmed it down to like 3 and maybe a little more than 3 1/4, but not, or 3 3/4, but not much. And yeah, about 3 3/4, and I think it's by 2.5. So I love these pictures. It's my sweet puppy laying on the beach, and she's not a fan of the water, but she doesn't mind laying in the sand. And she had just gotten her beach trim right before we left, so she was looking super fab. So when I first started laying these down, I realized that I was putting them on the squares upside down. And so I had to flip the whole thing around. So if you noticed in the beginning, the bottom corner on the right was pink and the top corner on the left was blue. But because the light purple and the light blue are hearts, they were upside down. I did not pay attention to that, you all. So if you're using something that has a direction, pay attention. God. And it probably wouldn't have been a big deal if I had not noticed, because you can see the hearts, but it's not like boom in your face. But anyway, I'm glad I noticed. When I went to put the green down, I noticed that the green I used first was mowed lawn, and it is a good color, but I knew that I had peeled paint, and peeled paint is a little closer to that army green that is in that bottom left corner of the right 4x4. So I added a little of that same green that I felt was going to be a little closer to this same this color. So then the other thing I did was I added this little purple corners really, and just have it kind of coming out. And then I matted the two pictures that I cut into 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. I matted those on purpley blue squares from that 2x2. So one is purple, completely purple with little flowers, and the other one is blue with purple flowers. And you can only see, a little bit around it, like 1/8 of an inch border, but that's okay. So this right here is from the ephemera kit, and it is actually one of the things that Kimberly used on her sketch. Hers was a little higher up, and she tucked it behind one of her small pictures. And then this little word phrase that says memory also is on her sketch, and hers is on the lower right, the one in the bottom right corner, and it's on the top of it, but it's not going to look right there for me, just based on what I want to do. And she put her title up here in this corner, and that's actually what I'm going to use. The word memory, I'm going to add to that and use that as my title. So I'm putting my title in the same place as her too. I just really, really, really want to be like her because she's super cool. So, however, my layout does not turn out as cool as hers. Hers looks like it was well thought out and planned, and let me explain to you one part of that. Kimberly is very smart and lays all her stuff down, and I believe Anna and Christine do the same. Lay their stuff down, and they decide if they like it, and they move it around and things like that. And then when they like it, they glue it down. That is a smart way to scrap, you all. I just stick it down, and if I don't like it, I either move it, or if it won't move, I work with it. That is why my channel is called Scrapping on the Fly, because I do not plan very much. I have never planned so much in my life since I started doing YouTube videos, especially back in September when I started with 30 Days of Sketches. And since then, I have never planned so much in my life. And I still don't plan these things very often. Like, I plan my pictures for the sketches for those things. But sometimes, like these pictures, I picked as I sat down to do this. I knew I wanted to use this collection, but other than that, that is all I knew. So that's the way I scrapbook. And, you know, that's just me. But Kimberly and Christine and Anna are a little bit more planners. So they don't end up with crazy things happening as much as maybe I do. Oh, you all. Okay, so anyway, I take different things from the Wonders collections. I have stickers, I have embellishments, and then I have another like clear sticker sheet, and I just add things that are in that color family to the little areas where the inks are. So I first pulled out my Recollections glitter glue and was going to make the little butterfly trails, but then decided I really wanted to use my Nuvo Jewel Drops. And this one is in rose water. And then I also pull out my Nuvo glitter drops, and that is in White Blizzard. And those are clear with some shiny business. And I don't know how well you'll see that in the close-ups at the end or not. They are a little more visible once they are solidified. Okay, so I found this little sticker on in the collection that says beautiful. And so I decided to put it on top. So it says beautiful memory. And that is very fitting because my girl is super beautiful. And this is our most recent beach trip that was just not even a month ago. So I'm adding a few more of that Nuvo glitter drops right there because they are clear, but if I put them on that ink, the ink will show through. And then I pull out my Tim Holtz Small Talk. She doesn't really have any journaling on her layout, but she's got like a floral up in the top right, not the far right corner, but up in that top area. And I decided to use some of these phrases. And so I just did, today is full of possibilities. Sometimes you have to take chances, and a dream is a wish your heart makes. Like I said, my dog loved the beach, does not appreciate when the waves come at her. She does not want her little cute feet wet. Her little pawsies. And I'm going to find a way to, and I know that I have friends who have posted before. I'm going to get the steps to make a QR code, and one of my layouts is going to have one of those on there so that people can watch the video of her in the water and the water coming up to her paws and her like backing up like a superstar. Oh, bless her little heart. Okay, so like I said, I'm just taking all sorts of different things in the colors. And I found this word explore, and it's purple. I wanted to add a little something in this area because she has a here now and then a together label. And hers is right there about where that is, but I don't like that gap there. And she doesn't have a gap. Her ink comes out a little further, so there's some ink there. So I pull this little banner off, and it's in pink, which is the color next to it, like a pinky red. And I decided I'm going to tuck that under there and see if that helps and if I like it. And luckily I like it because, you know, once it gets stuck on that paper, you know, it's stuck there. But I do like the way that it looks. So see, most of the time I get pretty lucky and I like or can work with what happens. However, not always. So I put that explore down there so there's not really any trapped space anymore. I mean, there is that little patch of white above there, but I'm not worried about that. There's some open space there and it goes into the color and all that. So then I get my gemstones out, and I am using this Paper Studios set of gemstones that my friend Sarah sent me when we did a a color exchange on Scrapbooking with Anne Marie. And Sarah sent me every color in the rainbow I feel, and then some. I think she went to Hobby Lobby and just got it all. And I love it. So I put a ton of it on here. I think I've slowed this down to show you all the sketch. Oh my gosh, you all. How slow am I going? Oh, all right. Here comes the layout that Kimberly did. Please, please, please go down below in the links in the description box, and you will find Kimberly's link for this video. And then you'll also find Christine Harden and Anna with Peacecraft Love, and their links will be there for you to go and watch their videos. I'm excited to see them because I have a feeling they're a little less crazy and chaotic than mine. But you know, that's how I roll, guys. Other than that, like I said, I will list all the different colors I used below, since there is quite a few of them sitting on my desk right now. So, and I do close up my Nouveau Deluxe, I promise. It does not stay laying back there open. So, yep, that's it. Look, that border with the floral, she did the same thing. Hers is probably a little straighter than mine, though. But that's okay. And then I had a little extra bit of it, and I tucked it in by the yellow ink, which you'll see in a half an hour when we get over there. No wonder this was a little longer. Right there is the rest of that branding or border strip. I just tucked that in under the yellow. So please go check out all the lovely ladies linked below. Go check out some of Kimberly's other layouts. They are absolutely amazing. And I hope that you all have enjoyed this video. And I hope that you all will come back again. I will be back on Friday with another Scrap-A-Sketch season, 4 seasons in 1 month, as well as some other fun and exciting things that are happening. So, hope you all have a great day, and I will see you very soon. Happy scrapping!